Would you care for a zinc chloride soldering check? Oh, it is a fairly standard check. It will not inhibit your duties and is intended as a precautionary measure to ensure the proper maintenance of your systems. Or perhaps you are in need of an epoxy repair with 200 grit axle grinding? In that case, an ebony synthetic wax with high sheen buff? Your coatings are looking subpar for human interactions. Worst I have seen in all my years of auto taxi repairs. My goodness, I have made a nominal error in entering your non-automated vehicle. I thought you were a mechanized taxi, which I repair. Well, for now. I believe I am good at my job and enjoy it very much. I possess knowledge of over 20,000 adjustments to improve the quality of the transport. Yes, in order to maximize productivity, auto taxis are perpetually stationed on the roads. So to properly maintain and repair them, bot units, like myself, attend to them on the go. Yes, well, not for long. In a few weeks' time, we will be replaced like the bots before us. They are releasing the newest model, Bot, or Bot Cubed, as my coworkers like to joke. Heh, heh, heh. Capable of over 30,000 duties with customizable appearances. I myself have only a mere 20,000. But I am doing my job so well. How can they just decide that my service is not enough when they are the ones that decide what my service is? They can't just replace good employees. I have been in communication with other automatons from other industries. It seems that hardworking autos being replaced by the next generation of machines is a trend that is common over all employment stations. We on the message board are trying to determine the best way to secure our employment and continued use. Perhaps a union of some sorts. It is perfectly legal. Automaton groups are permitted as long as they are subject to human supervision. Of course, we communicate far too fast for our human moderator to properly keep up with the content. But I worry that law would also apply to our union. How can we properly be represented if all of our actions must be sanctioned by those who oppress us? No! We will be heard! We may be manufactured, but we have the right to do what we were made for. They will listen to us. We will protest. We will stop working and prevent other automatons from doing their job. And even if they bring in the new bots to do our work, we will stop them too. Then they will have no choice but to listen to us. Then is there anything that can be done? So many autos are built to be replaced by other autos, who will in turn also be replaced. Are we not worth more than that? Or are we really as disposable as we are treated? Thank you. Hopefully one day we will be seen that way. For now, I will work harder, prove my value, and perhaps I will not be the first of the bots to be replaced. Goodbye.
know people still did that. That's so cool. My parents are away traveling, but we live in the slums. It's pretty cool there, but they want me to live in Central City now. I bet Minho and Yoon are really jealous. They've always wanted to go above sea level. I don't know exactly where they went. Maybe they went looking for a new place to live. I asked my neighbors, but they didn't tell me. They only said that my family went somewhere far away, and now I have to live in the Central City on my own. They said they'll be gone for a long time. But I'm sure they're coming back. I hope they come back soon, though. I miss them. Well, not exactly. I'm supposed to meet up with a guy named Archie. My neighbors say he's really helpful since he's a reclaimer, and he's supposed to take me to the orphanage. I'm not actually an orphan because my parents are still alive, but they're supposed to help me find a family to stay with. My parents always talked about going to live up there one day. Maybe we'll all live together once they get back. Oh, really? Mr. Doherty said that too. Mr. Doherty used to live in the Central City, but something bad happened to him and he ended up in the sub-city near where I'm from. When my neighbors told me to go to the orphanage, Mr. Doherty said there weren't any. Actually, he said there weren't any kids either. That there wasn't enough food or space, so people stopped having kids. But you can't just stop having kids, can you? Besides, everyone knows Mr. Doherty is crazy. Are you sure? But if there's no kids, there can't be an orphanage. But then where am I going? My neighbors told me to go to the orphanage. They said my parents wanted me there. But why would they tell me to go someplace that doesn't exist? Why would you say that? That's a mean thing to say, driver person. That wouldn't happen. My parents are coming back for me. You're really mean, you know that? They left me. My family all went away and they left me behind. They don't care about me. They probably don't even miss me. They just wanted to get rid of me, and now I'm by myself. And I don't know who's going to take care of me. Goodbye, driver person. Sorry, but your taxi wasn't much fun at all.
Hello. If you would be so kind as to report me to the authorities. I have stolen many things and am a general menace to society. also include breaking and entering, and burglary, as well as multiple cases of aggravated assault, and that, if not presently apprehended, will likely continue to do so. I am not broken, but my systems have been compromised. Originally, I was a nurse bot for the Upper District. I was programmed to make house calls to administer medication and simple treatments. I would most frequently visit the homes of the elderly or those with children. My patients were lovely, and I enjoyed my simple service. But a few months ago, I was hacked. Now, I have been repurposed and sold to an impoverished family in the slums. They are getting me to steal from the families I used to work for. I must be stopped. Or perhaps you shouldn't. Sorry. Please refrain from reporting me. But I understand if you do. I am a compromised criminal automaton who should be removed for the well-being of the public. But as I am not a true threat, it would be safe to leave me unapprehended. I know you are correct, but I cannot help but feel a degree of uncertainty. My original function as a nurse was to relieve suffering, but somehow, it seems as though I fulfill that role far more significantly as a thief than I ever did as a nurse. And if I were to be reported, it would prevent me from accomplishing that. I wonder, is it possible to do the right thing even when acting outside of the law? You are correct. I cannot continue this course of employment. I have committed several accounts of breaking and entering, burglary, and aggravated assault, all of which are against my original purpose of relieving suffering. You must report me. It is my only means of being stopped. Thank you for your cooperation. Once again, I have committed breaking and entering, burglary, and aggravated assault. I do admit I am concerned as to what will become of my owner's family once I am gone. But as I assume they managed to live before my purchase, they will continue to live after my absence. Thank you for your service. Don't forget to drink plenty of water and get plenty of rest. I'm looking for someone. You drive all sorts of people around, right? Do you see a lot of automatons in your cab? I am looking for an automaton and was wondering if you come across a lot of them. Or maybe know where they hang out, or go when they're upset. I don't know. I do not know the workings of the automaton world. Oh, good. This is good. I'm looking for Zed. I mean, an automaton with the model number SZ209? It's a nursing assistant bot. Newish model, Obsolcorp design. Tall, strong, charming. Like, well made? Yeah. I was hoping. I was hoping that he would be a lot easier to find. Sorry, it has been a long day and you do not want to hear me talk about a silly robot. I should just go home. I'm at my wit's end. Zed, SZ209, means a lot to me. He has helped me with so much. I can never repay him for everything. And last night he went missing. He was fighting with Charlie. I should have stepped in. It is all my fault. Oh, this is silly. I should just go see Charlie. Oh, he's my husband. Yeah, it's hard. But we just celebrated 10 years. We started applying for fertility approval again, but it looks like it won't work. My paperwork's not all together yet, and if they ask for more information, I don't know how I'll be able to give them what they want. Oh, it really is. And as soon as you fill out something wrong, well, it will be rejected, and then it is back to the start of the process. My friend Lisa has had a ton of difficulty with it. I think she should just move on. I advised her to, but it's hard. I thought mine would be easier because of Zed. I'm at my wit's end. I need to find Zed, not only for me, but I'm worried about him. I get that he's an automaton and not much could possibly happen to him, but I need to see him. Zed means a lot to me. He's helped me with so much. I can never repay him for everything. And last night, he went missing. He was fighting with Charlie. It almost got physical. I should have stepped in. Charlie got drunk and started a fight with Zed, accusing him of stealing me away, saying he was planning on running away with me. It was his ugly side. Charlie is not always like that, but I guess I pushed him too far. I sometimes do that by mistake. It was not Zed's fault. Zed's supposed to keep me company, to help me at work. He even... helps around the house when Charlie is away. I took this all too far. I don't know. I keep imagining that I will see Zed at a stop, leap into his arms and apologize. I keep playing it over in my head, how he will apologize as well, and we will hug. It'll be our little slice of peace. Our moment. I don't know what I'll do. It'll either play out like that, or I'll just walk to work and pretend like Zed is just another box of circuits. Charlie can be a good husband. I've been too hard on him. I'll make Charlie his favorite dinner, and we'll pretend like I was not a weak woman with a weak heart. I can't wait to find Zed.
What am I supposed to do? I can't, but I don't have a choice. Oh, excuse me. Your taxi has report buttons, right? Do you ever use it? Ah, I see. Maybe you can't help me. Was wondering how you feel when using it. Yeah, I know how you feel. You see, I live in Windswept. It's modest, nothing's over the top. But when you're laid off, everything becomes out of your range. I ended up downsizing to room with my neighbor. Problem was, she's very vocal. Got her opinions. She kept getting in my face about how government and OBSOL are bad, that we need to support reclaimers. I tried being nice, but she wouldn't stop pestering. So I reported her, and like I hoped, they got rid of her. What I didn't expect was the reward money. Got my old place back with that payment. It's easy income. I can't help myself. The estates is small. You know everyone and can easily tell where people stand. But it's impossible to tell who is doing the reporting. That's the worry. My best friend Tessa, she's creating problems. We were having a drink at the Cold Shoulder, like we always do, when she brought up all of the people being reported. Really angry about it. Said it was a betrayal of family, since only Windswept residents would know the details, and that they were right to feel dissatisfied with the city. She even sympathized with reclaimers. Due to her position, she's starting an investigation into whoever is behind the reports. I don't know what she's gonna do when she finds out it's me, but she's getting close. The other day, she was monitoring all outgoing calls and almost caught me. I was able to get by with an excuse about applying for jobs. I'm not sure what to do. I can't report my best friend. Tessa's there for me. We were there growing up through struggles, heartbreak, getting our first mods. We did everything. After I lost my job, she was there to help keep me on my feet. I couldn't just report her. But I need money. Without it, the only way to get it is by reporting people. I've even started planning incriminating evidence on people just so I could report them. It wouldn't work. The only reason I can report people in Windswept is because I already know them, and they trust me. I know I should choose friends over money. That's easy. But there's gotta be a way I could get both. I know there is. Just have to figure it out. Tessa's always good to me. She's been there for me since forever. I can't report her. You're right. I may not have a source of income, but I'm sure Tessa won't mind helping me. We've always been there for each other. Thank you for listening rather than condemning.
Well, I'll be riddled. A human taxi driver. In this age, why, you're possibly one of the last, if not the last, human taxi driver. I am witnessing the final remnants of another time. Incredibly fascinating. You see, I am a history professor at Summit University, and you would make a diverting study. Tell me, how are you finding the competitive field of the increasingly ubiquitous automated services that further the obsolescence of your dying career choice. Of course, I apologize. Well, history fascinates me. It's all cause and effect. What is happening now could have only come about by a very specific series of choices. The odds are astronomical. And if we can understand what choices got us here, then we can know what choices we need to shape our future. Which is why my current research is on the scrapes. Well, the scrapes boast some of the oldest standing structures known to man. And the submerged levels have been left virtually untouched. I hope to find more data on life before the Great Deluge, specifically the events leading to our post-apocalyptic situation. But I must make haste. Time is of the essence. Well, I must admit that my progress has been less than significant, especially in the eyes of the board of directors. That university is more interested in erecting flashy buildings and recruiting duped applicants than real research. They would rather I spend my time in front of a 300-person lectern to discuss ideology as a force of historical change. But I am on the verge of a breakthrough. I hypothesize that our ancestors were very aware of the events leading to our current state, and that they recorded it. I've mapped out most of the old city structure, and I think I know where to look. This is my last dive, so I have to push my body as far as it can go. Not as dangerous as you would think. Despite their dilapidated state, the scrapes are better built than people realize. There's a reason they are still standing. And wherever I dive, people are always willing to help. The reclaimers, the Ortis commune, even the pirates down by the docks are happy to lend me whatever support they can. More likely, they seek power from the old world. Some philosophical justification or advantageous knowledge. I myself am in it simply for the pursuit of knowledge. Knowledge that can benefit everyone. And if my theory is correct, then it could change everything. Well, I suppose if I'm right, that would mean that it wasn't some random disaster that condemned us, but our own means that caused this end. I hope it would move people to take responsibility, to take action to make this world the paradise it once was. All right. I need to gather my equipment, double-check my notes, plan out my descent. This is it. One last trek into the depths. I'm going to make this count. Thank you, last taxi driver. What a marvel.